Many people are waiting for a voice that tells them to go, a sign that makes it clear that they are called to be sent. But we don't need a voice when we have several verses that tell us these things. Jesus tells us, "As the Father has sent me, I also send you." We all need to start right here in Bakersfield, sharing the gospel with our neighbors, with our coworkers, with our family and our friends. But we should also consider crossing a border, entering another culture, and sharing the gospel with the lost.
I was fully compelled that there were lost people out there that wouldn't have access to the gospel, and that was a problem. I understood that from a very young age. In 2021, I graduated high school, and then in October, I started to feel like God deeply convicting me. I started to feel Him moving in my heart and my life, saying, "I've asked you to do this thing, and why aren't you doing it? You have nothing stopping you from doing what I've asked of you."
And never saw myself going on a mission trip anywhere. My father-in-law invited me on a mission trip. I made every single excuse not to go: money, time off work, all that good stuff. God opened all the doors. Got the time off work, and my father-in-law sponsored me to go. When I got there, it was completely the other way around. It was God working on me, God working on my heart, God changing my mind about missions. And I promise you, if you go, it will change your heart 100%. God will work on you, and you will experience God in a way that you've never experienced Him before.
From a short-term mission trip with Valley turned into, okay, maybe your next step is going for 2 weeks, and maybe your next step is going for a whole summer. And so God started to place on my heart these steps of how I could play a part in the mission for longer term, coming from those short terms. And so I was really able to see through all of these short-term experiences with Valley, starting to see God's heart for the nations, His heart for His people, and His great plan of using His people to share the gospel with the nations, and that we all have a role to play in it.
You go and you see God work in every single person that is there, and He brings in like the most unique teams. We've gone on several trips, and every time we go, it's a different group of people, and somehow the job gets done, and God just puts the right teams together.
Karen always said that obedience was not optional. Jesus tells every disciple, "Follow me, and I will make you fishers of men." He tells every disciple to go make disciples of all nations. We are all called to be sent. We are all called to make disciples. The only question we have to answer is where and how.